Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting the stream just a couple of minutes. I just need to set up a few things and then we'll be good to go. I'm just going to quickly explain what we're going to do today as well. Okay, so if you watched the last devlog, you remember that we added the capability to jump over obstacles and stuff with the pets. So now instead of having just to jump over the kind of floor texture, I'm gonna be working today just making maybe some kind of obstacles that that the player would have to jump from through, kind of. You'll see in a minute. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna quickly go through what I meant. What I meant by the obstacle. As you can see, this is kind of what we did from the last devlog. Kind of implemented so we can jump on the pets, and then you see you can get a bigger jump boost. So now let's say I can't jump over the obstacle by myself, and then if I jump on the pet, you can actually get over the obstacle. The thing is, as you can see, I'm using the same floor texture for the obstacles, and that doesn't really like look good and stuff. So I was kind of thinking just to go into Aseprite today and just maybe try to think of an obstacle to do. And for this bit, I'm gonna start with the other sand biome for the obstacles and stuff. I didn't really did this biome fully yet. So as you can see, let's say now, if we go into here, you can see the pets can't really jump over. Oh no, they can actually. I think I fixed it. Anyway, okay, yeah. I think I fixed it fully the last time, so never mind. So yeah, I'll try to maybe draw something for this biome. I was thinking to have different obstacles just for different biomes as well. So specifically designed for the biomes. So maybe, let's say for the desert area, it would be kind of like maybe big rocks or something. Or maybe just cactuses or something. And then let's say for the forest area that we saw before, maybe we could have some trees or something like that to jump over. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen this as well, I added a new NPC kind of to the game. I haven't yet worked on the dialogue system, but now you can just like kind of talk with him, and that's about it. And you see it says forest area because it's literally the same NPC from the forest area. Anyway, so for the next devlog, I'll try to maybe do some kind of a quest system. That'd be pretty good, I think. Okay, cool. So we can start with the obstacles. As you can see in Aseprite, I just quickly added, like, made this example scene, and then maybe we can just start working off this somehow. Okay, cool. So I'll just remove that. We can start working on it. Alright, so you can see there's some kind of cactuses in the background, in the parallax background. So I was thinking maybe to do kind of some kind of a cactus or something like that. Then you see where the player has kind of set amount of jump height, so we kind of need to make some kind of a bigger objects so that the player couldn't jump over them, and then the player could need like would need the boost of a pet to jump over it. Okay, cool. Okay, so we can start working maybe some kind of a cactus. I was thinking maybe rocks would be pretty cool as well, right? But you see, we need to use some. I have only different shades of color that I can use for like a rock or something. Okay, cool. Say See if we made like a small rock, it wouldn't really fit the environment and stuff. Well, it would fit in the environment, but like, let's say the player could easily probably jump over that. As you remember, jump is pretty high. Okay. Cool. Unless maybe we could maybe stack some few rocks on top of each other. Maybe that would work as well. Then, of course, in Unity I can just quickly add like a bigger collider. So let's say if this is the size of the rocks, I could maybe add a collider to be like that big, and then the player couldn't really jump over it. Okay, so I think we can start with some kind of rocks, like a boulder or something that the player needs to jump over. Oh yeah. So I released the new video for the Bubble Trouble, but it's 3D, so that kind of took like a lot of time to do actually, because I had to make the game from scratch and then edit the video, which took a bit of a while to do. So I haven't really done anything for the game this week. But then let's say try to work on the game this week. Maybe add something. I was planning to add the quest system and the maybe the textures or something like that. I'll see, because like a week doesn't really feel like that much, because I need to edit the video, which usually takes like 1 to 2 days, because I need to write the script as well and everything, what you say in it, and then after that, like, I can only implement a few small things. But I'll try to maybe focus more on the more interesting parts of the game, actually, because there's really no point probably making just like a devlog, or I added a quest system or something like that, you know. It would be just too short. Thanks, Mr. D Games. Yeah, I was thinking, I was really at that part of adding any extra details and stuff. I think, yeah, I was planning to do maybe some kind of a running dust particle system, so you could, for the player and the pet as well. But that's probably going to be in a later video. Anyway, thanks, Mr. D. Okay, cool. So I'll just start maybe with just simple shapes of the rocks, and then I can do something more. Do you think a cactus would be okay in here? Because when I was doing the parallax background before, I was kind of playing with the colors and stuff. I think these colors would be like the best for the cactuses. But then I didn't really add any cactuses in the parallax background because, I don't know, it didn't seem right. And here just feels a bit, I don't know, a bit weird, right? See, I'm kind of trying to use just like 2 different shades of colors. You see, these rocks maybe have like 3, but then the character mainly has 2, you know, for the skin and the clothes and stuff. And parallax kind of basic stuff, so you wouldn't really pay that much attention. Same with the floor tiles as well. As you can see, it's only like two colors. Because then, like, adding more colors and more shades would like take so long. Especially when I'm working on it like on my spare time, so it'd be a while to actually make proper detailed thingies, textures. I'm drawing with a mouse as well. I was actually thinking to invest in a drawing pad or something, because like you can see when I'm doing these like movements with the mouse, doesn't really look that great, but I kind of have to deal with it. I usually try a couple of times, and usually just the end it works. Okay, see the cactus. If we had like obstacles, like cactus obstacles, would be better, you know, because then the character couldn't really jump over it. Hey Gabriel, thanks for joining in again. Hey Hunter, how's it going? Thanks, Hunter. We're trying to add more obstacles and stuff. what I was about to say. Yeah. Oh yeah. The cactuses would be great, you know, because it's like it's a bigger object and stuff, and so the player couldn't really jump over it that easily, you know, or like couldn't jump over it at all. So that's why the pet would be kind of a good idea. I usually add like these. Don't look at this, by the way. I just stretched this image. It looks a bit weird, but I usually add like these. They should be like the same size. I usually add like these couple of things here, so it kind of looks a bit more pointy. It kind of looks like a cactus more than it did before. That looks a bit weird. I need to maybe push it up. Yeah, I think yeah, I try to do like a desert type vibe. Jesus, this image looks really bad. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, cactus would be pretty cool, I think. Just maybe move it a bit lower. That looks a bit weird as well. How's everyone doing anyway? What day is today? Thursday, right? How's your days going? It's almost the weekend anyway, so we're close to a weekend. It's a bit too thick or something. It looks super weird. Okay, I'll try to add shade in a minute. Thanks, Gabriel. I'll always see you in chat whenever I start this stream. If you have any suggestions for obstacles or anything, pop them in the chat. I'll remember it afterwards. And the YouTube saves the videos also. I can always come back and just read them. I forget about any of them, but I probably won't. Right, that looks like a rough sketch. Okay, so cactus kind of seems a bit small compared to the player. So if I just move the player here. Yeah, try to add more like pointy bits just to make the cactus look more cactusy, if that's the word. What do you think, guys? See, the thing is, it looks like quite okay, right? Within this like one shade, but then let's say if I start to shade it, yeah, let's start looking a bit too pointy. But then let's say if I start to try to shade it, looks a bit off. So when I was doing the lighting for the characters and stuff, I was kind of thinking just to make the lightning come from above, kind of. Now, sorry if you can hear the mouse clicks. I tried to mess with the settings a bit, but then sometimes you can hear them, sometimes not. Yeah, Mr. D, that's the thing. It's good, yeah, it's good. It's good to start, like, keep trying to do something. Yeah, I know sometimes the schoolwork and stuff can be really, really time consuming and stuff, and then like once you're done with the schoolwork, you're like just want to chillax a bit. You don't really want to do like much more work than it needs to be. But yeah, I think like making few videos or just a tiny bit of progress every day kind of helps. Oop. Yeah, I was actually tumbleweed were pretty cool, right? So you need to like jump over it or something like that. Pretty interesting. Let's put it down here. Oh god, you can't see it that. Nope. I need to make it bigger, I think. There you go. Okay. So I'll just put it there so I remember. Okay. Cool. Oop. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like a little bit mossy, yeah. Like looks sewage type color. But then as you remember, I had this color I think for the forest biome. So let's say if I swap them. Looks a bit too green, right? Try to work more on the shading though. I felt like this color would be like the closest to the cactuses that we have. Thanks everyone for joining in anyway. The thing is, oh yeah, actually, while you're all here, I might ask for a suggestion for the name, because I've been working on it for a couple of weeks, the game, and then I don't really have a name yet. I literally have it saved as untitled platformer. If you can see it here, yeah, you can see it here at top of Unity. So if you have any suggestions for the game, it's basically a 2D platformer where you can tame different pets, and then you need to go to different biomes, like let's say like the desert biome or the forest biome, and then different NPCs would have different quests. I was actually thinking to add monsters that you need to fight as well, which would be kind of interesting, right? Would add so much more. Because before I was just thinking to have kind of puzzles, but then let's say the puzzles would probably get really boring after a while. So if you have like you have a name for the game, that'd be like a suggestion or something, that'd be super helpful. Okay, back to drawing. So yeah, I need to maybe finally get a name for the game. See, those two shade colors don't really look that bad. It's not too bad, right? Oops. I'm not, shouldn't this be like fully hidden? See, when I would do this off camera, kind of usually just take more time just to mess around with the different shades and stuff. Okay, let's say what if we try to add another shade like here, so kind of have just a bit of a darker. See, it feels like there's too much going on now with 3 different shades. Right? That looks real. Something's wrong with it. Yeah, same here, Gabriel. Yeah, I'm not really that great with names. Usually, like sometimes when I do stuff, the idea just come into my mind. But for this game, it's just I have no idea what to name it. Okay, how do I do this again? Oops. There you go. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this cactus. Something's wrong with it, I think. Maybe too much dark color. Doesn't really fit the game, right? Looks a bit weird. Banari. That sounds pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm actually pronouncing the right, but there as well. Second. Let's put here. Okay. Yeah, what do you think, guys? Doesn't really look that great, right? So still a suggestion. D, don't worry. It's all good. Sounds pretty cool as well. Like before, I was making a game before as well. It was called Tinuma. Actually, it was a game that I never finished. That was like ages ago though I did the game. Oops. Meant to write this. Yeah, it was a game as well. I was doing a top-down instead of platformer. I was doing an RPG as well. I kind of had the basic movement done. I think I had like the first enemy as well. I can actually show it to you now. 1 second. I need to quickly swap. Swap. Sorry about that now. Do this. Okay. I'll quickly put up a different project that I was working on ages ago. And I'm gonna show you the failed project. Give me a moment. I can actually find it now. That didn't work. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna show you a different one. I was making a gladiator kind of type of game. It was top down as well, and I did kind of like the intro scene. I added one enemy, and that's what I finished. I didn't do anything past that. But it was kind of good, you know. I kind of managed to learn valuable things when I was doing the project. It's not really that great yet. I'm not sure why I didn't continue with that game instead of making a new one, but no. Yeah, I know the cactus kind of looks okay-ish, but I don't know, a bit weird as well. I need to do maybe something about the shape of it. Something. Looks a bit out of place. Anyway, I think I'll just gonna move it to the side. I'll just keep it just in case. Out the rocks. See, if I was doing this for the forest biome, I might just do like a tree trunk or something that the player needs to jump over. Maybe it was like a half cut tree or something like that. So that'd be a bit easier, I think. Anyway, okay, we can maybe work on the rocks a tiny bit. Oops. Move this fella here. Okay. So Tada, I have maybe different type of shapes of rocks, right? I was thinking maybe to do like one rock on top of another. Maybe just do like a big boulder or something. Pretty cool, is all right. I need to make the boulder pretty big. Use a different color just so I can see the difference. Right, this looks a bit weird. Okay. See, what I'm fearing is that I'm not gonna be able to jump over the player. I mean, the player is gonna be able to jump over the obstacle real easy. Okay, so we have the Unity now, and we need to kind of see like how high the player can jump, because you can see this is kind of like the one tile height, and then the user kind of can jump maybe twice, almost twice as high, right? Okay, if it's like twice as high, we can kind of reference that into the Aseprite. Okay, let's take this is actually stretched as well, I think, maybe. Remember? Let's say that'd be the height of the block, right? The tile. Quickly copy this. Let's say if the player can jump. Let's say give it a value of the height value of like two tiles, right? Okay, so that'd be kind of the limit that the player can jump. Okay, so we need to make different obstacles in this height, so the player couldn't really jump over them, right? See, these rocks would be already a bit too small. Okay. Okay, unless what I was thinking to do, I could raise the floor by 1. That makes sense. I'll show you now in the Unity what I mean. Which the scenes. There you go. Okay, so if we take let's say this plain road, right? And if we take like that, kind of raise it by 1, right? And then maybe not as much. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mr. D as well. Yeah, with these slopes, maybe I could do the object smaller. So let's say if the player approaches something like that, right? And then I could put the rocks kind of in the middle here. And then the player would have to use the pet to jump over, right? Okay, so let's say can easily jump over this by its own, but then let's say there'll be a rock as well, and the player couldn't really jump over it. Oh yeah, the player can actually jump the 2 tiles. Anyway, so let's say if I go back to Aseprite, 1 second. Okay, if I'm back in Aseprite now, and let's say build, try to make these rocks first, okay? Where is it here? Okay, let's delete that, never mind. Move this, move this a tiny bit. I'm gonna work with these, right? Okay, so I kind of like the shapes of these rocks. Look, not too bad. And then if I add just a tiny bit of shading. Okay. Need to work 1 by 1. I'm just gonna quickly divide these rocks. Okay, so if they look like ice creams, by the way. Like different flavored ice creams. Okay. Keep messing up. Just let me. Am I doing something wrong? There we go. It didn't let me somehow just add more selection thingies. Okay, jeez, that well. Anyway, we got them separated, right? So I was thinking to make the color to be maybe this, right? Just to start off with this type of color. Okay, so we have this color. We can just go into fade mode. We can see. I just quickly swap these. Okay, cool. So okay, let's say if the sun is, or yeah, if the sun is coming from the top, right? And something like this, right? Then we need to think about this rock as well, because this rock is on top of this rock too. Okay, let's say, let's do this a bit. So let's say the sun would be hitting this rock, maybe something like that, right? Yeah, it's a gamer CD. Thanks for coming. Good luck with the exam. Take care. Okay, so if the sun is hitting the rock like this, we can maybe use a third shade just to go a little bit better. Right? Okay. You see now, if now if this rock is on top of this rock, how was it like this, right? Somehow. How do I snap with this one too? It's like a puzzle now, just to figure out how to connect them back together. Was here, right? Okay, I could make this the same color too. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so if I have it like this, right? We can just quickly shade that to see how it would look like. Okay, cool. See if the sun is coming from kind of this way, right? From the top. This looks like it's coming from this side. Hitting there. More the top. You see this rock? Unless this rock was more kind of in towards us, and then maybe this rock was maybe further away from us. That could maybe work as well. Okay, so I'll just quickly change like that. So I can hit here a bit. And then it's gonna be more like that, right? Okay, let's see. Oops. Oops, went too far. Okay, let's see. Shape of the rock then is a bit different as well. This is actually fine. We can leave it as that. So let's say this rock would be maybe closer towards us rather than further away. Don't really like the top of this rock though, it looks a bit weird. Okay. We have something like this. Right, it's getting more from the top than the side. Okay, cool. So now we can just add tiny bit of the color here. Right. Okay, and this rock would be mainly hidden behind this rock, so we can just add a tiny. Yeah, I had to take a small break. Now I'm back. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this rock is hidden behind this bigger rock. If you remember, there's two separate ones, and it was just maybe just do tiny bit in here, so it kind of looks like a different rock. I'm not sure if this shading actually fits the whole aesthetic of the game though. Okay. That looks pretty good, alright. Where's the thingy? Yeah. It's a bit weird that it's the sharp corner. Right. Maybe? Okay. Let's keep that here now. Let's add just a tiny bit of shading there. Okay. Still looks a bit weird. Oops. Nope. It's a bit its own rock thing. And this shading is bad again. Don't mind the top orange part, we're gonna change that. Okay, cool. So just gonna change this real quick. I think that looks a bit better. Still not really happy. This side of the rock for some reason. It just doesn't look that right. If I just maybe do like this, make it a bit sharper. It looks like it's floating. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Just keep it like that for now. We'll see what we're gonna do later. Yeah. This looks a bit too thin though. Let's make it look even. Okay, so let's say we have this this rock object, right? I was just thinking maybe just to add an outline as well. And that looks a bit better, right? With the outline. Or if we added another outline in here just to show that it's a different rocks instead of just being one big rock. Right? Then it should go. Nope. Something like this. Along the way. Oop. It was way better to keep all the rocks separated and then just get them in one by one. That just feels a bit weird. But I think that looks okay for now. Okay, cool. So let's say we have these rocks, right? And let's say from the start, without the help of the pet, the player could just jump over them, right? But then let's say if the player jumps with the pet, I mean, oh Jesus, if the rocks are higher, if the rocks are like that big, I don't think the player could really jump over them, right? That's why the player needs the help of the pet just to go get over these rocks. Yikes, what's happening here? That actually was okay. Oops. I'll just quickly move this here, maybe move that up. It was just weird. Nope, that does look better. then this looks a bit weird. Anyway, whatever, just keep it at that. Now, if we take these rocks, I just need to make a new file. How big are they? 64 by 64 is gonna be fine, I think. 32 by 32, not so much. Unless we can try. 1 second. Okay, so create a new one. 32 by 32. Yeah, it's super small. Don't need that anymore. Not. Okay, let's do 64 by 64, right? That'd be the first desert biome obstacle thingy, right? Okay, so if I'm gonna save this, I'm just gonna quickly show you the Unity scenes. I'm gonna save it into desktop. I'm just gonna import it quickly into Unity, and then I'll come back. Okay, so before we do that, I just need to quickly create a new folder here. Textures, obstacles. I spelled obstacles wrong. Obstacles, and what are we doing? Oh yeah, okay. Alright, cool. I'm just quickly gonna import the texture that we just made into the game. Okay, cool. Where did I save it now? Textures, obstacles, and it's empty. Did I? Probably forgot to. Oh yeah, I didn't even say it. Jesus. Okay, 1 second. Golds, rocks. I'm gonna export it. Okay, it looks pretty bad now, so I'm just gonna polish the rocks off camera when I'm done with the stream. So it can be nice and ready for the game. Okay, so it should be 16. It'd be multiple probably because I'm gonna have some more. I'm just gonna quickly do these parameters as usual. Slice 64 by 64. Okay, cool. We have 1 rock now anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, we have them in the game. Need to put this, that, yep, cool. And just have them here. Might have them as tile map objects as well. As you can see, they don't really match well together otherwise, and there might be some problems with the pixels and stuff. Okay, so we have these rocks, right? See, the player would be able to jump over it, right? I think so. Let's see. Barely, but I think so. Okay, if we click quickly, just gonna add a quick. Oh, you can't see the screen. Sorry about that. If we quickly add box collider to the object, just gonna. Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly just make it kinda size of it like that, maybe, right? So quickly get the shape of it and see if the player would be able to jump over it. Okay. Now, see, the player can kinda get over it, right? Because it's on this height. I don't really like the corner of the of the rock. Looks a bit weird. Okay, so the player can jump over it. Now the pet is getting in the way. Stay here. Okay, so what could we do is just to make this a bit higher, like that. And then maybe move the rocks a bit higher as well. See, that kind of this kind of looks better instead of having just the floor object by its own, if you know what I mean. Kind of looks like there's something in the way instead of being just a floor object. We can actually put maybe like this, but then we can jump over it. All right. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay, so now let's say we can't really jump over it. because it's too high. And now let's say the pet could help us to jump over it, and the pet can't really jump over it because it doesn't recognize this as a object that the pet needs to jump over. Anyway, so used to that kind of, I think that kind of looks a bit better. Not really sure about the colors, could they look a bit too extreme for the environment. Okay. See? Yeah. I think that looks a lot better. We could actually maybe make this a bit bigger as well, so we don't need as many objects here. So I'll just quickly gonna fix this issue with the pet not jumping over it. I don't remember what I marked it now. I think I thought I marked it something. Oh, ground. Okay. So just change the layer to ground, and now the pet should be able to jump over the rocks as well. Okay, let's see. Going. There we go. So the pet's now able to jump over the obstacle too. And you know, the collider is not really doesn't really match the rocks, as you can see. But I'm gonna change that later. So that's just a small thing to change of camera. Okay, so that would be kind of one of the obstacles that could be implemented into the game. Might just maybe work more on the look of it and stuff, because now it doesn't really look that great. But I think after a while, I'm just gonna, after some playing around with the textures and stuff, I will be able to make it a bit, for it to look a bit better than what it looks now. Okay, so cool. We have this first kind of looking obstacle, and I was thinking just to add more obstacles like that into the game too. Okay, cool. So I was thinking maybe just to have different kind of obstacles for different biomes. Let's say the rocks would be for the desert biome and stuff, and then let's say the forest biome maybe would have a different kind of obstacles. Okay, cool. The thing is, for now, any pet could help you jump through the obstacle, and you wouldn't really need to use different kind of pets. That's what I was thinking. Maybe maybe have different pets that you can unlock in different biomes. Let's say those 3 pets that you choose from the start. If we go back to this character selection menu, where is it now? Scenes, right here. Okay, cool. So if you watched the devlogs before, you could choose from 3 different characters. I mean, not characters, 3 different types of pets. So I was thinking maybe that these pets would have the same jumping height bonus to them, right? So it'd be just 3 different pets that you can choose from. They just look different, but they basically have the same jump height. And then, okay, I'm just quickly gonna choose whatever. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So spawn into this. As you can see now, we should be able to jump. Yeah, as you can see, you can jump the same height distance. But then let's say, I think the first spawn area that the player is gonna spawn is going to be the forest area, right? And then in the forest area, there's gonna be an obstacle that the player can't jump over from the start, right? And then let's say the player goes into the desert biome, and the player unlocks a different kind of pet from like NPC or something, right? And then with that different kind of pet, the player will be able to jump even higher, right? And then the player could go back to the previous biome, let's say the forest biome, and jump over the obstacle that the player couldn't jump over before. And then that would kind of make the player just to go to different biomes and try out different pets in different biomes and stuff. So that'd be kind of maybe an interesting way of just putting some different things in different biomes. Okay, how long have we been streaming for? Around an hour? Almost an hour. Cool. One last thing that I'm going to try to do is try to change the colors of the rocks before we go and see if that fits the rocks a bit better. Okay, so I have this color. I just quickly moved this out and did that. Looks a bit weird too. Oops. That kind of needs to reach the ground though. Yeah, whatever, just keep it like that. Okay, so we have these three colors. Now we can just quickly try and change them to... I can't really change them to these colors because that's the background colors. But what if we change them? I think that's going to be way too bright though. Right? It might look even worse. That's why I like to keep these objects just as a reference here. Oops, I'm just going to delete those. Yeah, that looks even worse. Looks super bright. Okay, what if we did this? Oops. Then we could use the same kind of colors, but just in different, one shade down. Right? I'm not really biggest fan of the purple color, though, as the darkest color. Or no, I just don't like how the purple looks like compared to all the other objects. Okay, what about these colors? Let's say. Oops, that's just black. But this maybe? See? But they look really, really dark compared to the environment. That kind of looks cool as well. I could maybe use these type of rocks in a different biome. Okay, let's try maybe just quickly import that into the game and see if it looks any better. Okay, I'll just quickly change the scene again. Okay, cool. Go back to main scene, right? Yep. See, those, they look like really bronze rocks, right? They look really bronzy. Where did I put them now? Obstacles here. Okay, cool. So if I just quickly change those, they should change in the game too. I hope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See, maybe they actually fit a lot better than I expected. Yeah, I might actually keep these colors as the gradient for the rocks. Okay. Could actually use the same gradient as I had here. But that might just look too obvious. Let's see. Okay, I kinda actually like these colors for the rocks. Pretty good. Not too bad. Just for the sake, I'll try to change them to the colors that we saw before. That we have in the ground. Okay, so that be this color. That would be that color. And that color stays, right? Actually, oops. Yeah, that color stays. Don't really like the shading on these rocks. Oops. It's a bit more, maybe. It's gonna help a tiny bit. Nope. It's a bit. Okay. Cool. Actually, every time I change the colors of their arc, they're like, oh, that's actually even better. But I'm not sure anymore if it's actually better, if it's just I'm changing colors and that's it. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's try these again. Oh yeah, I need to save this as something. Let's go over here. It's gonna be streaming. I don't know, templates or something. Makes sense, but whatever. Template. Okay, so if I take this quickly, yeah, you see they look kind of a bit better, right? That looks more like a nighttime vibe, when this is like more like a daytime. Okay, save, export. It's gonna quickly change the view again. Okay, I need to replace those textures. Okay, let's see. I'd like the side of that. Need to change that, but never mind. Not really too sure anymore. Like kind of these colors too. Even though the last one was pretty good as well. That seems like a bit too bright. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll just work maybe more off camera. How long have you been streaming now? Yeah, an hour, over an hour actually. So I'll try to make more obstacle textures off camera, and then see what it goes from there. Maybe I'll try to make more for this biome, maybe more from the forest, but I'll see what I do anyway. What day today? Thursday. So I'll try to maybe upload a new devlog in like a week, maybe a week and a half. See, depends how much time I have. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining in, everyone, and for the suggestions for the name as well. That was pretty good. We got some suggestions for like maybe, oh yeah, actually yeah, I might make the tumbleweed. So yeah, we got some suggestions for the tumbleweed, or for the game name as well. That's pretty cool. But now it sounds a bit interesting, but I'll see if I'm gonna actually name it that. Anyway, thanks a lot guys, and I'll be ending the stream here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.